That's awesome. Wow, that's a lifesaver there. Man.
No one wants to see you watching porn, Gray.
Well, there was one time it streamed for 45 minutes, and thank God the mic wasn't on. I mean, I was just walking around doing whatever the hell I was doing. But,
I
Walk
have
around
seen.
naked.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I've seen footage before of this one YouTuber I watch, Boogie2988, he's a pretty big guy, and apparently he kicked it on accidentally, and his mic was muted, but he was sitting at his computer with his shirt off.
oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. I'm just about to send
That's
it.
right. They make those little cap cover things for the.
I've got one. Yeah. I always flip that sucker up.
Okay, I just sent you guys the link. It's only about like a second delay or something like that. Maybe 2.
Did you get it yet, Morph?
No,
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, no?
It's sitting in
Here.
your outbox.
now I got it.
Oh, right there it is. And I forget, Gray, did you have a did you run the 3 Men music and stuff at the start of the last one?
I think I did. I just don't remember. I kind of want to just do that where we can all hear it. Makes it easier. So now we can. So maybe you go
Oh, you
check.
put ads on this, you motherfucker? I have to go through an ad?
There's an
It's-
ad? It's
it-
not
what
even
you
listed.
sent me-
God, I hope this
What
isn't
you
listed.
sent me is a video from last night, Gray. Is that what you meant to send me?
Oh, is it really? Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, let me do this again. Well, that's weird because I copied the URL when it was. Let me do it again. You can hear me from last night.
You sent me last night's chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm like, why is there people talking in here? It's last
hold,
night's.
Yeah, hold on a second. You can hear me go off on.
He just
video.
he wanted us to see ads. He's making ad revenue off.
Yes.
Oops.
Oh, you figured it out. You figured it out.
Here's another link. Watch this one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here's another one. Yeah, this is from 2 years
Clicking
ago.
his ads over and over again.
Yeah, just skip through the ads. Really, hey, click on them. Hurry up. All right, I just sent you that one. That's weird. I wonder why that worked like that. I think if you schedule it, it switches it. But if you don't schedule it, you can't schedule an unlisted.
Whoa, Gray.
What's
Dick
up with the
pic?
penis sperm looking thing, whatever that is?
Oh, those are planaria. Apparently, planaria. If you teach a planaria how to go through a maze and then chop it up and feed it to other planarias, they can go through the maze. So how does
Why
it
am I
sound? Right?
watching another ad, Gray?
I don't know. Why are there ads on unlisted video?
All right, now I'm getting 2 of everything because I'm hearing it through YouTube and through Zoom.
Yeah. So turn off. Oh wait. Let me turn me off, and then. Well, I can't really do.
Yeah,
like-
just mute your mute your Blue Yetis if you need to.
Me too.
Yeah, I just wanted to test. Do you get that same crazy audio sound now while I'm talking that you were talking about with a lot of the background noise?
I'm
Test.
still getting it echoing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hey, how's it going,
Yeah,
everybody?
I'm hearing it through both. So
Okay.
what do I need to do on mine?
The audio is way cleaner on the YouTube version, Gray.
Okay, good. Yeah. So here's the thing. You're going to hear me a second later or something because there's a delay from Zoom to YouTube, just by 1 or 2 seconds usually. Like if
Should I be muting something so I'm not hearing both versions?
well, we were just you can actually mute YouTube now. We were just
Mute
testing.
YouTube.
Yeah, we were just testing how it would sound.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now
and
we
I
want to
can-
do a
we
phone
can-
call.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do the delay timing now. Okay, so here on Zoom, I'm going to put my finger up and then count how long it takes for it to show up on YouTube. Okay, so here we go. Now, like 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, so it wasn't that. Okay, so that's
I'm
kind
at
of the
about
delay.
7.
Yeah, about 7. Okay, so it wasn't. It's not horrendous. If you have when you're doing live streaming, if you put in the rewind function, you can be like 45 seconds behind chat and everything. So I don't like that at all. I hate that. So okay, yeah, let's do. Let's see. Let me switch over my screen to us. I have a 3 Men
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden you guys are really little. Why is it like? Oh wait, I know why. Because I'm using that monitor. Hold on, let me get. Wait, so your window has all three of us on it. Go to just you. You know the one that was just you, John?
Yeah. What about it?
Well, just make just you in the shot, because then that'll be how it would normally be. Okay, like a regular. Because right now it's messing up.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
God, I had to refresh a screen and I'm watching another ad.
Really, I got that many ads? I didn't think I even had ads anymore.
Yeah.
On an
anytime I
unlisted
release-
video? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's good though, I guess.
Now it thinks there's 4 people watching.
I'm trying to figure out why you guys are. Oh wait, I gotta make it full screen. Okay, there you go. God, there. Lots of things going on over here. So in a minute you'll see my.
Am I watching the YouTube or the Zoom? Which one am I supposed to be watching?
Well, you don't really. We're just doing YouTube just to kind of make sure the sound was
That
okay.
it looks okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and when we take phone calls, does it still look right?
Gotcha.
Because did you figure out, Gray, are you taking the calls on Zoom? Because isn't that going to bump us all around?
Yeah, but maybe we can just limit it to one call at a time, and then I can just set up a separate screen. It'll probably be Morph that gets sort of weird shape. Let me. I'm just fixing his up a little bit. Hold on a second, and then I'll transfer that over. So this is kind of what. There it is, right there. So. See what you're seeing on my window is what YouTube looks like. So you can actually see it on YouTube. So something like this. I mean, I can make it before the show. We can get it all dialed in, but be like that. And
Yeah, can you scoot that graphic over so the 3 heads pop in?
yeah, it was just that's something I messed up a minute ago
Oh.
on accident. Yeah, it was supposed to be like that. Was it higher up too, like something like that? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but I'm still seeing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that one looks all right.
Hey guys, too, just to let you know, I'm coming up on a hard stop here in 3:30. I don't know how
Okay.
much further we gotta go, but
Probably not much.
I do want to just touch on some of the stuff. So we're going
Let's
to
just-
talk about the fact that Carol, Tracy's mother, doesn't agree with the information from the FBI report.
Yeah, maybe we can make a little outline of things we're going to cover on this show, right?
Yeah, I've got one going. I also wanted to clean up that in the episode we were wondering what happened with the Air Force report on McCraney, because it said that it was from 2004, but we actually know that that was an occurrence from 1994. We had information come in from Johnny Barentine's family.
well, wait, 1994?
Yeah,
What happened in 1994?
McCraney's Air Force complaint.
Oh, okay. What year did he graduate?
I want to say
How old is he?
he's like 40. He's like my age, I think, 43, 45.
Okay.
Something.
For some reason, I thought he was younger than. Okay.
I think he graduated in 92, if I remember
Okay,
right.
that makes
91 or
sense.
92. Yeah.
Okay.
I always thought you were 30-something. Not that you look 30-something, but yeah.
Yeah. Vegetarian.
I just eat
Healthy
fish
living.
oil. I don't have
That's
wrinkles
right.
on my face. I eat fish oil. Thank you.
So what are you saying? You're not the beer drinking, pizza eating guy like
Oh.
me with the
You kidding me? I still,
outstanding physique?
I'll knock down a fucking pizza.
Oh, you can eat pizza?
Cheese.
Okay.
Cheese
Yeah,
pizza.
it just won't have meat on it.
I gotcha.
Um,
But the cheesesteak, you wouldn't be down for a cheesesteak or something like that.
not unless it's some type of
Oh.
vegan version. I mean, I'm good with cheese.
I give you credit, man. You're dedicated to that stuff.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't remember who this is from. Is this information from who was the brother that reached out to you more? Johnny Barentine's brother. Do you remember that name?
Oh shit, I don't now. Let's see if I have it somewhere back in here. It's been so long now.
Right, yeah, let me do
How long ago was that? Do you know roughly?
I don't.
I'm gonna
been
guess
so
it was
fucking
at least
long.
a month ago.
Oh, at least.
When summer comes, I have a bad time tracking
Yeah.
thing. All right, so I'm all the way back into May now. Here we go. Is his name Larry Barentine?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do we want to know about him?
Well, there was the info they were trying to clear up. I think I have the main points here. So it's that he wasn't working at Daniels at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said y'all got a lot wrong about where he worked at, and you may not like what I gotta say. What's y'all number?
I got info from I'll just say a family member sent this. A family member sent this. He was a mechanic. I know he worked there, but he was with my dad full time then. And Johnny went to that store. It was closed. He went to BP by McDonald's to get milk. Mary told us, and so did Johnny. I swear my dad told me the same thing about the black truck because Johnny told him. Yes, he did work other places, but not then. That was Fleming Foods in Geneva. They closed down years before Johnny got in trouble about them girls. My brother never owned a gun. He was scared of them. My dad owned his business in Daleville, Buddy's Auto Repair. So
I'm gonna hit mute. Hold on.
what?
God. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying
You're
to
in
get
an infinite loop.
Yeah, but I hit mute on my phone, so it took a minute to. No, it's still doing.
You're in an infinite loop.
Shut up, you. There we go. My speaker was what it was, not the damn. Okay. So I'm on there. So you keep going what you're doing. I'm just gonna try to make a second screen and make Morph fit because we're both the same as we were. Morph got slid down, and so I'll have a second screen when we have a caller, and I'll lock the call as soon as we get a caller. Okay.
It almost looks like you could fit another box in if you move these boxes all over a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can get you back to where you were. I was just saying.
So what happens if someone else doesn't? Because Zoom will take more calls than just one, right?
Yeah, but I'll just lock the call Zoom after one caller comes in. I'll try to do that, and that way it'll be just we'll have a second setup, which I'll show you in a second. So right now I have the regular Zoom one, and then as soon as one caller comes in, what we'll do is I'll take let's see.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of switchboarding to do.
Well, that would just be a second.
Yeah, 2 clicks.
Yeah. Let me try to figure this out, though. Huh. I wonder why it does it like that. Yeah. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll just kind of work on that.
Yep.
It's weird. I wonder why it's not letting me slide over the left part of it. Actually, I'll just start over again. It's pretty easy.
So the box loading job that we talked about on Johnny Barentine was Fleming Foods in Geneva, but they closed down years before the occurrence.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Now that alt thing is such a huge deal. I never used to even know that existed, so I was just sitting there typing in until it got to the...
What, for switching scenes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I didn't know. Yeah, so there you go. Look at that. See, now we've got the secondary shot, right? And then before that, it would be, this one. But it would have been good. And as soon as the caller calls in, I just immediately switch over to this one. See? I think that'll work. Shouldn't be that difficult.
So can we test doing a phone call and then seeing if we can actually hear him?
Yeah. Can I maybe if I just turn off my mic?
Yeah. Mute your Blue Yeti, and then.
Hey everybody! Got a crazy question for you suckers. You guys think the JB might have been abducted first by an alien and then put back on the ground? We just don't know. JB might have been. Okay.
I guess we can hear him. You can hear him, right, Morph?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And Gray, you can hear us on the phone?
Let me try that part.
What?
Okay, go ahead. Say something.
Check 1 2.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. Can you hear us on the phone, Gray?
Yeah, it works great. Yeah.
You can hear us?
Yeah, works good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to. It's just Zoom handling that part.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, the speaker's on. That's the problem. I thought I was turning it off, but it was on. The green means the speaker was on, so I think we're good now.
Cool.
I'm back on Zoom now.
All right. So I guess we'll be able to take phone calls. Okay. We'll be able to hear them. They can hear us.
Did we take them last time?
No, because we couldn't get it. We tried to take one, and if I remember right, we couldn't get it working. It was like
You couldn't hear it or something? Like you couldn't hear them. I mean, we did take a call, but you couldn't
hear them.
Yeah, we did take a call, and then it just kind of didn't work. I think it'll work great now, though. Yeah. Hopefully a troll doesn't call. I do get them sometimes.
Hey, tell them we want pizza.
Hey, listen, troll. All I care about is if you send me some pizza. That's it, man. Say whatever the hell you want, but give me pizza. All right. Well, I think that worked. So you're gonna coming up with what do you got for? Those are the topics so far. I'll just kind of run the show. You guys can
just basically the touch on the Air Force date being cleared up, because in the episode we were all confused about why are they saying this happened in 2004, but it was actually in 1994. The second one is Johnny Barentine's family wanted to clear some things up, so we've got some better information, basically just about what he was doing at the time. And then the cleanup on, well, not really cleanup, but just discussing that Carol reached out to talk to us about the information from the FBI report, and she says that is not correct, that she didn't extend the girls' curfew, which we're all confused about because we've heard it from several different places.
Right. And then that could just be all intro and say, yeah, well, there's some stuff that we want to clear up and discuss, and then, John.
Yeah.
More. What do you guys
I
think?
want to put out a big like, if you have info that can help this case, call the attorneys. We have a lot of people that are like telling us that they have information that helps this case one way or the other, but for some reason, some of them don't want to talk to the attorneys. That is not helpful.
Can we put the numbers on there? Or?
We have them on the website.
Okay, so just direct them there.
Yeah,
because I can put them on the screen if we want to. I've got this cool ticker program now for my live stream where it scrolls along the bottom off of a Twitter feed. So that would have been incredible during, like if you did a live and then you typed in like Coley McCraney during that hearing, all the tweets would have kept showing up as a Chiron ticker scrolling across.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we can do something like that, like type in Coley McCraney and see if something. I don't know. Probably not, because then people start reading that and they're not paying attention.
Yeah, or they're starting to tweet things specifically to see it. Well, I guess if they wanted to do that, they would just add a comment. Or they start sending you multiple pizzas.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're in good shape. So yeah, I'll just keep these notes here, Gray. We'll just do this kind of right off. You start the show, do the intro. I'll just bounce through these quick little cleanup items, and then we'll just open it up for calls.
And that's next Friday then, right? Kind of seems like
No, it's
this
Wednesday night.
next
At
month.
8 p.m. Eastern, right?
Oh, 30. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 5 p.m. your time, Gray.
The 29th, right? Is that the day?
31st.
31st? Because I'm looking at 24th today. Well, no, that's not. That's the time. Today's the 26th. Jesus. All right. Yeah, I think it was 5, right?
5 o'clock your time.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do
so
we want to
5.
jump on a half hour before just to?
Yeah, and what's cool is we can
connected.
actually. I'll set a. Probably at noon. I'll probably put up a thing that says, "Hey, this is when the show's on." I can't remember what those are called, but and then there'll be people chatting all day in there. So when you come on, you can actually say, "Hey, everybody," things like that if you want to. Even when we're meeting for 30 minutes, you can still type or answer people's questions or
Yeah.
notify.
Let me get my calendar to tell me to be on at 6:30.
Yeah, it's like a schedule for the next live stream. You can put a thumbnail up. Maybe what I should do is take a screenshot of this right here, what we're doing. So everybody put their big smiley face on.
Smiley.
Hey!
We have to be serious, man. Hold on a
Alright.
second. Let me see it.
Oh, wait. Okay, do it again. Hey!
Are you smiling, Gray?
I sure am.
It makes me uncomfortable when you smile.
Okay, well,
Look,
let's see.
Moore's trying to stay serious. Yeah, that makes me really
Yeah.
uncomfortable, Gray.
Okay, I got to make sure I got a good shot. Hey, Morph, what's up?
What's going on?
Okay, there you
Why
go.
does it seem like mine's delayed? And you guys seem, John, when he talks, it seems like he's talking live on the video.
Oh, really? No, it's set up
Say
that
something,
way.
John.
Oh,
Test
wow.
1, 2.
Now it didn't do it. It's before it seemed like he was like
Whoa.
right on.
There should be like a 7-second delay.
Okay.
Just a second. That's weird. It didn't. Let me just capture some video. Hold on a second. God, look at, you're so still, John. It's amazing.
If his eyes weren't moving, you'd think he was.
I don't even know if it's.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. Is this still working, my show? Because it's my OBS sort of froze for a second. It was weird. Yeah, I thought I was actually looking at OBS and you stayed so still in a weird position, but it was actually my OBS froze. Oh my God, that was weird.
Modeling work.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm just recording a little bit here so I can grab a screenshot. So Morph, try to look normal just for a second.
Try and look normal. Okay.
You did. You were looking pretty normal for a second there. Oh God, I'm actually going to use that one.
How about that one?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a great one, more.
Okay. Okay, I have to stop recording now. It's like there's too much going on. All right, yeah. I got something. I'm sure one frame
You got
out of
something.
1,000 will look all right. Yeah.
You'll have to splice together a frame from each of us.
That's right.
So the other thing we need to touch base on, first of all, well, and I know we only have a few minutes until Morph's hard stop. I am going to have to not release the 3-men episodes on my YouTube channel anymore because the algorithm gets fucked up if you have videos that are performing low like that. It then hides your following videos.
Really?
So
really? Huh.
I think what we'll do is when we start season 2, we'll just start a brand new YouTube channel, kind of like we did with Crime After Crime. We'll just move everything over there
Okay.
and have it be in its own place. But we just need to touch on, I think we need to have some sort of expectation about when season 2 is going to happen that we kind of leave off at the end of this episode.
Yeah, I was really hoping that maybe the Colonial Parkway murders would be one, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I have one that basically there's this case I have to focus on right now. The Elisa Gomez, they think she hung herself, but it looks like her husband killed her case. Because I've got so much material on that, and I've already started spending money on shooting. I've already got 4 hours of interview done with her mom and her sister. So it's one of those things where either we need to take a break so I can focus on that and get that shit knocked out and then swing back.
Yeah.
Or if you guys want, we could do that potentially for season 2. And I really wouldn't mind having your guys' help on that case. There's an interesting aspect in that I live very close to these people. So like in particular, trying to reach out to her potentially murdering husband might be handled better if it was someone from out of state.
Gotcha.
And on top of that, Gray, this is the case with the woman that supposedly hung herself off the beam that's only 6 feet 6 feet off the ground, and she's 5'3", and it was supposedly this big long stupid scarf. And
you have photos of it, don't you? Something like that.
What was that? Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Materials. I'm literally looking at a folder here, like 500 pages of materials. I've got interviews, audio interviews that the detectives did with people at the scene on the day that she was found dead. I've got the first responders actually showing up, which is video. I don't know if it's going to be super helpful. I've got all kinds of redacted photos of the actual scene. I've got a shit ton of material on this.
Can you see making a whole season on it, or
what was that?
Can you make a whole season, you think, on it, or?
I think so. I mean, like I said, I've already got 4 hours of interviews, and that was just talking to her mom and her sister. So it's one of those things when we were at CrimeCon and I was asking Tim and Lance about how the Missing Maura Murray podcast started, it really kind of struck me that they said they started that as a tool for doing the investigation for the documentary that they wanted to make off that. And that's kind of where I'm trying to aim with this stuff. That's why I'm spending so much money in terms of the production. Like, I've paid for a fucking cameraman and like professional lighting and all this shit already. So that's kind of what I think we could potentially do with season 2, is use it as the investigative phase for trying to get these things lined up for the documentary, and then, make it this whole big thing. I'm also trying to line this all up with the 5th anniversary of Brain Scratch, which is coming up in February. So, just something to consider. I'll let you guys sit with it for a little bit, but basically, if we do that case, then I don't need to take as big of a break because you guys are going to be helping me with the case that I need to focus on.
I mean, you're like I said, you're doing a good amount of the work, so I'm pretty flexible. I mean, if you think we've got the content to make several episodes out of it, and then that would allow us to get back on a schedule and tell the sponsors, hey, we're going to start rolling with episode or season 2 on such and such date.
Yeah. And what's the name of what's her name again?
Elisa Gomez. I've done a brain scratch on her.
I did a Gomez case too, but not that one.
Yeah. And it's one of those that it's basically been treated like a suicide, and but except the medical examiner won't classify it as that. So in terms of content that's adjacent to that we've already had some exposure to, I mean, all of Sheila's cases kind of tie into that same vein.
Yeah.
So we might be able to pull some experts that have worked on cases like that before in terms of Sheila's team.
Yeah.
I know she's got like her forensic pathologist expert that I met at CrimeCon, and I've kind of been getting a good friendship with over the past few months through the Facebook page. So I think it's one of those things, and even hitting it from the side of, are there experts that we could talk to about mental health? Is this really a suicide case? So I think there's kind of, we could take it from both sides. And of course, when you're talking about suicide, YouTube doesn't want to monetize it anyway. So it'd be kind of a good fit for 3 Men, because we can get ads on that shit and not have to worry about YouTube monetization on the new channel for it, which is going to take a little while to hit anyway, but won't matter because I'm telling you, they won't put any ads on this shit. But
it's like it's totally hit and miss. Maybe when you get when you don't, you get like at 100,000, are you at 100,000 now? You're getting close.
Not
right?
quite. I'm a few thousand off still, but it should.
Yeah,
happen in the
don't you
next-
get like a special, like an actual person? Maybe you can then sort of say, hey, figure out
I
what the
don't
hell's going
know.
on.
That's a good question. I really don't know. I have been considering. I've been talking to one MCN in particular because of that. I'd really like to have some connectivity to someone in YouTube to find out, how I can tailor the content to make them happier. But I don't know.
Like I said, you're doing a bulk of the work, and if you've already got a head start on it, and it would allow us to get going sooner, I'm all for it.
You're okay with that one?
Yeah.
Great.
And then
Yeah, I
who
can
knows
do
if maybe down the road Bill comes along and he doesn't do anything with the Colonial Parkway murders, then maybe we could do that for season 3 or whatever.
Was that his main stopgap? That there's things in process on that right now?
Well, the first time he messaged me back, he said, I want to hold off on that because we're still considering doing something on it. And then I emailed him, or I messaged him 2 weeks later just to say, hey, I just want to verify. Do you think you're moving forward with that? And he didn't respond. And then I've been too busy to follow up with him.
Okay.
So I didn't get a second response. So I'm assuming that he's planning on doing something with it. But if it falls through and it doesn't, then maybe we've got a season 3 lined up.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is I need to figure out how to get this fucking documentation digitized. It is so much and it's all in paper right now.
Wow.
But
sort of scanning it and...
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't want to scan this.
I know what you can do. You can go to Staples and have them do it.
Yeah. That's probably what I'll have to do. Just have them run it in a big batch, and then that way I can break out pieces to you guys.
That's what I did. I had a case with like 1,000 pages on it that I had them do, and and paid them and got a digital copy of it.
So let's see. We've got a little footwork to do in terms of that.
Stop smoking the reefer there, Gray.
Yeah, you're gonna piss off your mom, Gray.
I'm trying to figure out why is Morph on top of it? He doesn't look like he's on top of it in the. Oh, there he is.
You're not.
Okay. There he is. Oh, that was the other
is this
screen.
not the right setup? Because
that was the
slid
wrong
off
screen.
the screen.
Yeah, it's supposed to be this one here. There we go.
There he is.
Oh. Maybe we should start the show like that. Well, what I do is what I do is sometimes I start a show. I'll have it completely black. Then the fog comes in. Then you fade the fog out, and then the people show up. So, us. Here, I'll show you. Let me see if I can find that. Where the hell is it? All dark. So it starts off like this. Then,
the smoke rolls in.
Yeah, it's like I have. There it is, like this one. Like the transition is not being smooth right now for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's there. Then, with the same fog on, you come in with. But it would be a smooth transition. I'm not sure why it's not fading for some reason, but we could have the and now.
That's what we need, a WWE entrance.
Well, that's what Anthony Greeno, this YouTuber. Like people that freaking I cannot believe. What are they called? True Crime Garage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally plugged one of the slimeball freaking True Crime Delphi people. Like videos. Oh, God, yeah, this guy's did some good work. And they were talking about one
What's
video.
the guy's name?
Anthony Greeno. It's like I could not believe it. My God.
Is he one of the ones early on that was going around saying the girls were had their throats cut?
I don't know if he was saying. He just has all kinds of rumors. He's a felon. He's just
wow.
Hey, he does these crazy.
Well, they covered that case before, and when they first covered it, I reached out to them because I said, "Don't go by this guy. He's, the family and police have discounted him.
Family don't like Reno. I think that is the guy.
Yeah, they already went with what he said, and they couldn't really change anything in the episode. It was too late, but I warned them before to be careful who they trusted for that source in that case.
I mean, it was weird because Cairo went out and put a big tweet and said, "Hey, why the hell would you plug those guys?"
Yeah.
I was like,
Morph, are we still going to do that feed drop?
I haven't heard anything else about that. Let me just check here.
Okay.
I turned out this girl's a YouTuber. Wait, was this for Parcast or was this for the ad company?
I thought it was for the ad company.
Okay. I haven't heard anything else about a feeder. I'm actually doing a feed drop tomorrow for a girl named, see if you guys know this girl's name, Savannah Brimer.
Mm-mm.
She's a YouTuber. I don't know how big she is, but she's a YouTuber that's got a podcast that I'm doing a feed drop for. I will reach back out to the ad company. I know Parcast mentioned that they might have something for us to do in a feed drop coming up soon.
Yeah, Savannah Brimer has almost 400,000 subs.
Yeah, I've never heard of her, and the feed drop I'm doing, she's paying me $500 for 5 minutes. So I was like, sure, I'll do it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised, but
her videos aren't true crime though.
The podcast she has is definitely it's a true crime podcast that she has. It's called Killer Instinct.
Yeah, no, she's doing lifestyle and makeup shit.
Or maybe she's branching off or something.
Yeah.
See, look, this looks a lot better now. Watch, boom, the cloud fades in. Now we've got. Here we go. Look, what? No, it's not doing it for you.
Good work, Ray.
Okay.
So
I use it for my paranormal.
You think there's a benefit for season 2 to moving to a weekly format, or are we okay keeping it bi-weekly?
It's on your pace, man. Like I said, you're doing the bulk of the work and the heavy lifting. So I mean, I allot for, I do 3 days a week where I know I'm going to be recording for a good portion of the day. So Fridays I sort of have set up for this. So if you think a weekly one would work,
I'll figure it out. I'll take a look at the schedule and see how I can make it work. And then basically I'll just let you guys know right before we do the live stream, and then we'll announce it at the end of the live stream that
and then
we'll be back in October, or we'll be back in November.
We'll let the ad company know too, and them off our back because they're still wondering about those other 2 ads.
And they're holding off on paying us on the first 2, right? Until the second 2 come in.
I got to clear that with him. I can't remember what he said about that.
Okay.
And then also, I know we talked a little bit about Patreon, what we would do for Patreon. I don't know if we want to come up with ideas for maybe like a behind the scenes production meeting or something like that.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely have another. Oh, like for content, you mean?
Yeah, for whatever content we would put on there.
Yeah, well, Danielle and I we basically do just like a little 30-minute chat thing before we record an episode of Crime After Crime, and then just once a month hit that on the Patreon. So we might be able to spin up something like that. And that show format's super easy. It's basically, I have this website of like, personal questions that you can ask people. And I mean, not personal, but like, what's your favorite sport to play, or what's your favorite, just interesting, different little tidbits. So it's more of like, an intimate conversation, less about the focus of the show.
Now my only fear coming up for me is in September. I'm going to have real hard stops for picking the kids up and getting them off the bus and stuff like that.
Sure.
So when it gets to be, I'm trying to think what the schedule is probably going to be like. I'm thinking 2:30 to 3 o'clock somewhere there is going to be a hard cutoff no matter what.
That's usually okay for us. Yeah.
2:30 my time, whatever that is. So
that basically gives us a 2-hour window on that, but that should work. We can make that work.
Okay. And like I said, when school starts, I'll have a better exact time of when stuff's gonna be going on.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Well, if you do it weekly, you don't have a production meeting though, right? Like or do we?
No. If we're doing it weekly, then we're stacking things. Like we start working way earlier. We record episodes and we bank them.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's why I have to look at the schedule, because there's all this math and shit I got to figure out for making it work.
Well, it helps if you've already got stuff done to help.
So it's Alyssa, right? Alyssa, that one? She's 15 years old or not?
Elisa.
How do you spell it?
Elisa Gomez. I'll send you a link to the Brains Crush.
God, there's actually another Alyssa Margie Gomez, 15. That was, wow, that's crazy. Another Alyssa Gomez that was murdered in 2007. What are the odds of that?
Yeah. Yeah, and just so you guys know, my intent is to do some type of fundraiser for the movie version of whatever this is, but
Okay.
that'll be treated separate from what we do on Three
Okay.
Men.
You say movie, you're talking documentary, in other words?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really why, because she was an artist. So I have like when we met with her family and did the interviews, we also had them pull together all the works of art that she had done, and we got really tight photos done of all that stuff. And then we're talking about doing some scenery creations of some of the stuff that she did leading up to it. And for that, we're going to make it look like animation almost, or like like watercolor paintings and shit like that. That's basically come to life. I bought this plugin for Adobe that
Okay.
takes video and converts it and makes it look like watercolor or
I
comic.
know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What's the name of
yeah,
that?
so-
I bought this whole program called Magic Bullet or something like that. Does awesome
Hey.
filters, but
I've heard of Magic Bullet. No, this one's
Yeah.
called Cartooner.
Yeah, I think
I've always wanted
that's
something like that. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, Cartooner. It's pretty cool because it literally just plugs right into Premiere, and it has a bunch of its own like presets, but you can
Yeah.
also tweak it by hand.
Oh, neat.
And it's only like $99. It's not
Yeah,
not a
sounds
bank
cool.
breaker.
Sounds pretty cool.
Nice.
Might have to get that one. But anyways, I know you got to go. So, hey,
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Yep. Hey, Morph, I'm going to throw you in on the email too. So that YouTube
Okay.
link that I just shot you guys is the Elisa Gomez case.
All right, I'll check it out.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
All right.